I would just use my own email and just, it's written down on the sheet, all their BCIT, tutor, email. There's lots of instructors that who are not in classes. That's part of their job, is to look after the almost like 800 students that are doing correspondence. Yeah, there were some issues, like I know there was some mistakes in the tests, or sometimes different copies of the textbook. So I'd always just bring it up to one of the instructors to get it figured out, and that happened about 2 or 3 times. One of the most confusing ways is about the test is they don't work in a straight order. I mean, you would think that the test would just be chapters 1 test, chapter 2 test, but it's non-linear. You have to kind of jump around the book, and you have to look in your module. It starts like in the first test, you start off Part A, Volume 1, Unit 1, but then you jump to Unit 12 and do the rest, and then this is your test. So it's not all of Unit 1, and that's your test. The one that I messed up was, I think the 6th test. I thought it was just all of Unit 3 it was, but it was actually Units 3 and 4 that I had to do. So about halfway through the test I realized that there are some questions here I did not realize were on there. So, I mean, and you can always fail one and try it again. It's not a big deal. And even if you do fail it twice, I would just get in contact with one of the instructors at BCIT, because after the second time you fail, it does lock down and you can't take it again. So yeah, just get in contact and don't be afraid to ask any questions you need. I would just worry about the BCIT tests. I mean, you don't need to do more than what's asked of you by the school, and I would just focus on doing that to your best. In my job, I was with another guy who was taking the exact same thing as me, and he started before me, and he started kind of falling behind because he was just never kept a schedule and just kept on pushing it, and it took him over a year to do it. First, you have to write your BCIT final, which is, there's one for Part A and one for Part B. So after you write, say, your Part A, then you do your government. You set up an exam through them. They usually have one a month or so, and then once you have that set up, you take that and then you can move along the course. If you take the BCIT final and you did well in that, the government final should be fairly close.